All right, we're going to continue talking Pelicans with Jeff Duncan from The Athletic. Alvin Gentry let go with 1 year left on his contract, but it seems like the team really had no choice here.
No, I think so. I think it kind of run its course. Unfortunately for Alvin Gentry, the team just was not responding to him. Things have changed dramatically out at the Pelicans operation, a new general manager, a new front office, and almost an entirely new roster. And I think the fit just was not quite right for Alvin Gentry with this young roster. They need someone that can develop talent. And I think Alvin Gentry probably needed to win a lot more games this year if he was going to hang on to that job.
One thing that surprised me, David Griffin says whether they had won more in Orlando or not, that really didn't factor into the decision to let him go. You surprised by that?
Yeah, a little bit, because it felt like this team had a chance to make the playoffs. I mean, they needed to probably win 4 or 5 games just to get in the mix. They fall on their face, go 2-8, and obviously I think David Griffin made it clear he's been thinking about this move for a long time. It wasn't just something that came to him during that 2-8 streak.
There are a number of people being mentioned for the job, not even close to hiring one likely right now, but there are some characteristics they have to be looking for. What do you think those are?
Well, I think they need someone that can develop young talent. They got 6 players on the roster that are under 22 years of age. That doesn't include all the draft picks that they've been able to acquire from recent moves. You got Didi Lozada also from Brazil, who's the 2nd-round pick. He's a young player as well. They need someone that could come in and kind of teach these young players how to win. This team lost a lot of games where they were in it in the last few minutes of the game, couldn't close out. They need someone to kind of come in and take the bull by the horns with this young roster and kind of sort out the roles for this team.
How much do you think David Griffin will be judged heavily on this hire?
Well, I think it's the most important hire he's ever made in his career, Juan. I mean, he made a big hire up in Cleveland when he was the general manager there, brought in Tyronn Lue, of course, fired David Blatt. They end up winning an NBA title. But this organization is at a crossroads right now, and you have a generational talent in Zion Williamson. It's going to be a very attractive job. I think the most attractive job in the NBA. There's going to be no shortage of candidates.
Big reason why it's an attractive job, maybe the biggest one in the league, is because Zion Williamson going to go into his 2nd year. It seems to me this break hurt him more than any other player.
Well, I would argue maybe Lonzo Ball, might have been hurt more.
Lonzo Ball too.
But also Zion did not look like the same player we saw even a few weeks before the bubble. He lost his conditioning. There's no question about it. That time away really hurt his ability, I think, to work on his game, and it showed down in Orlando. Look, this is the franchise player. Let's not kid ourselves. He's the guy you're going to build around. He's a generational talent. When he's in shape, he's a force of nature. Pelicans know that, and Zion knows that. He even said he was disappointed with how he played.
And the next guy they bring in here will have to have a good understanding of, I got to get this player in Zion Williamson better as well as a bunch of young players. It's Jeff Duncan with The Athletic.